That's Emanuela Perez, one of my favorite people. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's great to see you as always. How are you, Glen?
I'm doing really, really well. Really well.
Great.
And I think I'm about to do much better because I see lots of yummy stuff around me. So what are we making today?
So today I'm going to show you how to make one of the most beautiful desserts. It's going to be very Parisian, and it's going to be called mousse celestiale aux fraises. So in other words, it's called strawberry mousse. You can just call it like this, but it's
I like the way you said that, though. Say it again. Mousse
celestiale aux fraises.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, well, yeah, it sounds yummy.
I'll teach you exactly how to pronounce it after the show. How about that?
Perfect. So French food, it's really your thing, right? Mm-hmm. Why do you love French food so much?
Well, you know, I think one of the things that I love the most about French food is how versatile it is. You know, it's influenced by so many cultures, by so many other cuisines, but no matter which country it's influenced by, which discipline it's influenced by, it will always have some sort of a je ne sais quoi that you know it's French food. You really, really cannot confuse it or mix it with anything else.
Well, exactly, and I love it because they use they're not afraid to use some of those rich ingredients.
Exactly, right? Exactly. And you know what? The funny thing is that even though they eat rich food that is, you know, has lots of calories sometimes, but it's healthy for you. It's good for you. So today I'm going to show you how to make our dessert.
Okay.
And I promise you, it's going to be beautiful.
I'm sure it will.
So let's take it from here.
Okay, let's go.
So what we have in here is some ricotta cheese.
Okay.
And
that doesn't look like ricotta.
You know why? Because I actually processed it in the food processor, just to get rid of some of those lumps and little grainy pieces that you get in ricotta.
So you blend it all up.
Exactly. So to that, I will add a little bit of confiture aux fraises. And confiture aux fraises is simply strawberry jam. So, but the reason why...
Why does it sound like that? Like so much better, right?
Well, you know...
But it's strawberry jam.
So, but this is actually it's very different because this one is a Provençal. So you can find it in French specialty stores.
No, what's the difference?
The only difference is that it's a little chunkier.
Okay.
And it gives that nice bite to our mousse.
Okay.
Exactly. So what we do, I incorporated it, so it's about a cup of the jam, and I incorporated...
Don't say it the French way.
Well, how about this? Maybe we should have a French show one time. There you go. So we're going to incorporate everything into our mousse celestiale aux fraises. There you go. And to that, we're going to add a little bit of whipped cream.
Whipped cream. No, that's not the fake whipped cream. That's the real whipped cream.
No, that's a real 35% whipped cream, and I just whipped it right before the show. So what we're going to do, we're going to add that to our mousse celestiale aux fraises. So that's also about a cup. Now, here's the trick. We need to fold it in very, very carefully because we don't want to deflate all of those beautiful, thick stiffs that happen when you whip it properly. Now, also, I whipped it with a little bit of sugar, so that will give it a nice, lovely sweetness. Now, to this,
I think it's good enough to eat right now.
You know, it probably would be, but just wait and see what's going to happen next. So next to that, I will add a little bit of salt. And it's a surprising thing to do in desserts.
It is. Why would you add salt?
But the reason why you have to do it because it helps for flavors to separate. And it will just not all blend in together. So it will actually be nice and separated. Now, to that...
And separate? You mean so that I don't understand?
Well, basically what's going to happen is that the flavors, you will be able to distinguish different flavors.
Oh, okay.
The flavors of ricotta cheese, the flavors of... Exactly. So it will be beautiful.
Okay.
Next to that, I'm going to add the most expensive spice in the world. And also, it's actually the world's oldest aphrodisiac.
Oh.
And that's saffron. And just see how fragrant it is.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. So what we're going to do...
Why is it so expensive? It's just because of where it comes from?
Well, first of all, the reason why it's expensive is because... they measure it per gram.
Okay.
And then it's also very expensive. So one flower that produces the saffron actually has only a few stems. So.
Oh, okay. So that's why.
Exactly.
It's consuming to pluck them, I guess.
Yes, exactly, because they're handpicked. Exactly. So what we're gonna do, the saffron is going to infuse our beautiful mousse celestiale aux fraises, and what we're gonna do. We're going to plate it. So we're going to plate it in a nice martini glass. You can use whatever you have at home. There you go, nice and rich mousse of goodness. Oh my, Glenn, this is gonna be so good. You will enjoy it, I promise you that.
I already
So there
do.
you go. So there you go. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna refrigerate this beautiful mousse for about an hour because then it's gonna get nice and firm.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. And then, I have one that I already prepared right before the show. So there you go. So what we can do, we can set this aside. And then we can decorate this one. You can't wait, can you?
I like your competitiveness too.
Okay. French can make anything sound attractive. Now, let's go and plate this. So to this, and it's nice and firm, I'm going to add a little bit of creme fraiche. Now, creme fraiche...
So this is not a fattening meal at all.
No. So to this, as I said, I'm going to add a little bit of creme fraiche. Now, we have to talk about creme fraiche. Creme fraiche is like a French sour cream, but the texture of creme fraiche is almost like between sour cream and whipped cream. So it's nice and fruity, okay? It's nice and flavorful.
With a little bit of tartness to it, right?
Exactly, just a little bit. So to that, I'm going to add a beautiful strawberry, and look at that strawberry just sinking into the beautiful goodness of a little bit of pink and a little bit of white.
Lovely presentation.
There you go. And then we're going to grate a little bit of nutmeg. Again, very French.
Oh, nutmeg is actually a nut. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to grate a little bit of that on the top. And then, whoops,
Well, you saved it.
we caught it. And then the only thing we got to do is we need to plate it properly on the proper plate.
Okay.
So that we're going to do again in a very simple, very French way. And we're going to add a little bit of our reserved confiture of fraise. And we're going to just make it like this, just like this on the plate. Just a bit of an artistic mess. Just the way I love it. Just the way I love it.
Art is in the eye of the beholder.
There you go. So to that, we're going to add one strawberry.
Right.
We're going to add a couple of mint leaves. Thank you.
Love this.
And this.
You know me, I'm all about presentation, right?
Oh my, Glenn, this is going to be
Look at that.
beautiful. Look at that. And the only thing I'm going to do is on the top of that, just on the plate, I'm going to grate a little more nutmeg.
Very nice.
There you go. Again, nutmeg is going to give our dish a nice flavor and a nice spice.
You know
now,
what, dear?
One more thing.
I have one thing to say. Oh, okay, finish up.
Just let me finish this one quickly.
Okay.
One more thing we're going to add is a very French, very nice ingredient, and it's going to be, it's actually liquor. It's called cassis. So we're going to add that just to the top, just around the edges. Oh, and how good does that look?
This is not only, you may call it French, but actually I think it's more Canadian because it's got a lot of red and white. It's the perfect Canada Day dessert, I think.
There you go. You know, it's great. Now let's give it a try. Let's see. So dig in.
Anyway, for more information on this recipe, go to our website at modernstv.com/daytime Toronto. Thank you very much.
Thank you.